refraction at a spherical surface. So this picture shows the light enters from rarer medium to denser medium. The refractive index of the rarer medium is mu1 and the refractive index of the denser medium is mu2. This is a refracting surface. Let us assume this is a glass surface. This side is a glass surface. This is a air medium. So this is the dotted line is a principal axis. So when a light enters from rarer to denser medium, so this black color line is a normal line. So the normal line to this surface hits the center of curvature of this curve. So this incident ray will be refracted through the denser medium. That means rarer to denser, it will move towards the normal. So I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. So again, we will draw the perpendicular line NM perpendicular to principal axis, which makes an angle 90 degree. It is very evidently clearly shows that the distance between the object and this P is called as object distance U, and the image and the P is a image distance B. The image will be formed when the refracted ray and another refracted ray, which is undeviated ray, when the ray incident on the surface normally means it is not deviated, so it will go and hit on that these two rays meet at one particular point. That point only the image will be formed. So the PC is a radius of curvature, where C is a center of curvature, and PI is a image length, so or image distance B. Let us assume that we will take the sine angle. So very simple, in triangle NOC, in triangle NOC, where is NOC? N, this is a C, and we will take O at this point, this one. So NOC, this is a NOC. We will draw the angles. We will make an angle. This angle is a alpha angle. This angle is a beta angle. This angle is a gamma angle. So if you see the NOC triangle, I is a exterior angle and alpha and gamma are interior angles. So the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior angle alpha plus gamma. Then in triangle NIC, in triangle NIC, what is NIC? N here, I is here, and C is here. So in triangle NIC, gamma is equal to R plus beta. Where is gamma? Gamma is an exterior angle and beta and R are a interior angle. Now we can write R is equal to gamma minus beta. This is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 2. Dear students, we already know that when the theta value is equal to small, it is very, very small, then the sine theta is approximately equal to theta. For a small angle, sine theta is equal to theta, and for the tan theta also approximately equal to theta value. By considering this trigonometric assumptions, now we will take that what is the tan alpha and what is tan beta and tan gamma. Now we are going to calculate. So tan alpha is approximately equal to alpha, and tan beta is approximately equal to beta, and tan gamma is approximately equal to gamma, because alpha, beta, gamma, I, R, everything is a very, very small angles. So the tan theta is, what is a tan theta? It is opposite side by adjacent. In triangle, this one. So in triangle opposite side by adjacent means you have to take this green line, this perpendicular line. So NM by OP. So NM by OP means what is that? This is a OP. So the NM by OM. NM by OM is a opposite angle is a for alpha which one is the opposite one? Nm is the opposite one, and which one is the adjacent one? Adjacent is a OM. So opposite side by adjacent. Now we are going to write here. So opposite side by adjacent. So opposite angle is Nm and adjacent side is OM. Okay, which is equal to Nm by OM is approximately equal to OP. OM is approximately equal to OP because this distance is very small. Similarly for tan beta, this is the opposite side. So Nm is the opposite side. Then which one is the adjacent side? For beta, beta means Mi is a adjacent side, that is approximately equal to Pi. So again I will show you. So this is the opposite side for beta, and what is the adjacent side? Mi. So this Mi is approximately equal to Pi because this is a very small distance. Similarly for gamma angle, what is the gamma? Here it is a gamma, opposite side is Nm. For all the cases Nm is a opposite side, adjacent is MC. Adjacent is MC. So the MC is approximately equal to PC. NC is approximately equal to PC. So alpha is equal to, what is the Nm value? Later we will substitute that. Very simple. Here also Snell's law. We are using a Snell's law. Here Snell's law is mu1 sin I, that is in the incident angle side, the refractive index into sine of the angle is equal to refractive index of the refracting medium into sine of the refracting angle, that is a sine R. So this is a Snell's law for this refracted ray. So we know that this sin I is a very small value and sin R also very small value. Instead of sin I will put I, and instead of R I will put sin R, because sin I is approximately equal to I and sin R is approximately equal to R, because I and R are very small angles. Now we are going to substitute this I and R from this equation, and then you are going to substitute this one. Okay. Are you clear? So what is the I value? So I value is alpha plus gamma. I value is alpha plus gamma. Then what is the R value? R value is gamma minus beta. So keep in these things in your mind. So what is the mu1? Mu1 into I. I is alpha plus gamma, and mu2 is equal to R is a gamma minus beta. So what is alpha? Alpha is a Nm by OP. So mu1 into Nm by OP. What is a gamma? Gamma is a Nm by Pc plus Nm by Pc, which is equal to mu2 into, which is equal to mu2 into gamma is a, what is the gamma value? Gamma is Nm by Pc. Nm by Pc plus, minus, what is the beta value? Nm by Pi. Nm by Pi. Okay, so we are just substitute alpha, gamma and beta value in these equations. Here Nm is a common in both left side and right side. It will be taken outside and it will be removed. So we can write mu1. Mu1 is into 1 by OP. 1 by OP plus 1 by PC. 1 by PC. Which is equal to mu2 into, is equal to mu2 into 1 by PC minus 1 by Pi. 1 by PC minus 1 by Pi. Now you substitute this one. Mu1 by OP plus mu1 by PC, which is equal to mu2 by PC minus mu2 by Pi. Here PC and PC are same. So you bring this one and bring this one this side. So what is that? We get mu1 by OP, mu1 by OP plus mu2 by PI is equal to mu2 is taken outside. This mu2 is as it is PC and mu1 comes this side is minus mu1 by PC. So what is the OP? OP is a minus u. This is a object distance mu1 which is equal to minus u plus mu2. What is the PI? PI is a plus V. So plus V which is equal to mu2 minus mu1 as it is. Mu2 minus mu1 as it is. What is the PC? See the diagram carefully. So PC is a radius of curvature plus. So we can rewrite this mu2 by V minus mu1 by U which is equal to mu2 minus mu1 by R. This is a required equation. This equation represents the refraction of the light through the spherical surface. If the surface is a convex surface, when the light enters from rarer to denser medium, then the image formed is real image means. So we will get this situation. So this derivation is very important for refraction through the image formation by the lens, either the convex lens or convex lens. This derivation helps to identify the lens maker's formula or derive the lens maker's formula for convex lens. Okay, are you clear, students? It is a very simple derivation. Understand the diagram clearly. Incident ray, refracted ray, normal line, alpha angle, beta angle and gamma angle. So radius of curvature, object distance, image distance.